Let's make these fermented carrots. Step 1 is to rinse your carrots. Rinse them in cold water, not hot water, and do not peel them. The beneficial lactobacillus bacteria is on the skins, so if you peel your vegetables before you ferment them, you're not going to ferment correctly. Then you're going to get your jar and you're going to start chopping your carrots. You want to measure your carrot to the size of your jar because you don't want the carrot to go all the way to the top. You want there to be some headspace so that there's no part of the carrot that is being exposed above your salt brine that we're going to make in just a minute. So here's what my little sticks look like. And I'm just going to start putting them in the jar. And you want to pack your jar as full as you can so that when the gases start forming, your carrots don't rise up out of the jar and expose themselves to the air. That's going to cause oxidation, and that's going to turn the carrots a weird color. It's going to make them soggy, and they're not going to taste very good. So we've got the jar about halfway full, so I'm going to start adding some seasonings. I'm going to add a bay leaf, a few juniper berries, not too many, just 3. And I'm going to add a clove of garlic, and I'm just going to slice the garlic into 3 pieces. Distribute those pieces into different parts of the jar. There we go. We're pretty packed in there. And now we're going to make our brine. So I'm going to use this mason jar. This is a quart-size mason jar, and I've got just a little bit of hot water on the bottom. I'm starting with just a little bit of hot water because I'm going to dissolve my salt in that, and then I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with cool water. So for this amount of water that I'll be using, I need about a 4% saltwater brine, so I'm going to measure out 40 grams of salt. I've got 40 grams of salt. I'm going to plop that right down in there, and I'm going to stir it until it dissolves. I've got my saltwater brine here and just realized I forgot to add this beautiful dill that I wanted to add to my fermented carrots, so I'm just going to shove a few sprigs of this fresh dill down into the jar. Now I'm going to fill the jar as full as I can because I don't want any air getting into this jar. Put your lid on, label this with the date, what's in it, and I'm going to put it in the cabinet so my cat can't mess with it. And I'm going to let this sit for probably 2 weeks before I put it in the refrigerator. I like to check that on the top. If that is bubbling out to where you can't push it down, that means there's a lot of gases in there, and I need to unscrew the lid and let those gases escape so that my jar doesn't explode. So there you go, fermented carrots. Happy fermenting.